Today I'm going to be showing you how I edit my pictures from this to this, or how I edit from this to delete my pictures for free. Who doesn't like freebies? So if this is what you've been wanting to see, keep on watching. Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oladayo Oladogba. If you're new here, welcome. Please don't make it your last time. So do that by clicking the subscribe button below and joining this beautiful family where I share makeup tips and tutorials. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much. I love you all. Yeah, so today I have an exciting video. Yeah, I get a lot of questions. How do you edit your pictures? I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit my pictures for free. First thing you need to know before editing your pictures, make sure even uploading that picture, it is clean and it is clear. Don't worry, I'm not going to say too much story. Let's just start.
So the first app I'll be using is my Facetune app. So I'm going to click on it. Clicking on this picture frame we have here. So this would take us to where our pictures are. I've already categorized the pictures I'll be using, and this is edit class. You can make it either your favorite, and I'll be editing this first picture we have here. Then you wait for it to load. So once you see this, you just basically click on the OK sign. Before I start editing, I want you to know that it is very important that your raw picture itself is even as clear as it should be. Then when it comes to you editing the picture, it will be so easy and fast. So now this is our raw picture, and the first thing I'll be doing is smoothing our face. And I will just come here, the below side, you see where we have Facetune VIP, AI selfies, looks, face. So I'll basically just click on the smooth icon here. Then we would have all of these. We have auto, we have manual, we have erase. What auto means that it automatically smoothens the face for you. Manual means you get to do it yourself. I prefer to do it myself, so I will just leave it at manual. Then you can just drag or zoom in the picture you'll be editing. Then I'll start by smoothing her neck area, the chest area. So this icon here is to either increase or reduce or increase. So I don't want it to be very smooth. You want to make sure your pictures are not looking too edited. So I'll just basically smoothing face. Then I'll drag it in to have a clearer picture of the face on how I'll be editing it. So you want to make sure you are taking your time while editing your models or the picture you are editing. So I like to drag it again, the lips area, very careful. Just smoothing this arm side. So to know the difference between what you've edited before and what you can see now, you basically just click on this button here at your right hand side. This is before, this is after. You can see the difference. So you can use this one to adjust it. If you want it more smoother, you move it. If you want it down a bit, so I will leave it at 70. I don't like my picture too smooth. So these areas where I can see that my pimples are showing, I will just click on conceal, then smoothing that side, so at least it reduces the pimples on my chest area or the spots. Then I can just bring it down to before, after. So I think 66 is okay. Once we are done doing this, you just click on this mark side. This is before, this is after. So the next thing I'll be doing now is whitening the eyes. I would come here, click on whiten, then I would zoom it closer because it's the eyes I want to whiten. Yet if you want to correct, you can use your eraser to clean, you can use this arrow to, probably you did something and you don't want to clean, you can just use this arrow to either go backward or go forward. So I'll just take it back. So then I'll come here. Okay, this is the razor. I'll go back to whiten the eyes. So I love to zoom closer to be very precise with what I'm doing, so as not to put it in any other place it should not be. Just zoom closer. So I'll be doing the same thing for the other side. I forgot to mention, before editing your pictures, you want to make sure your phone is in the brightest, very bright, that way you get to see everything you are doing. So you can see that I already stained this side of my face with the white, so I'll just go to my eraser to clean that away. So this is before, after, before, after. So if you don't want your eyes to be too white, you can reduce it, but I will leave my own at 80. Yeah, then I'll come here to mark it. So another thing I like to do is add more details to the eyes area. So I'll just zoom closer. So I put some rhinestone here. So also the jewelries, I love to add details to them, so it is very, very obvious. So I'll just make it. So I just want you guys to know that there's actually no particular order when it comes to you editing your pictures. If you want to whiten your eyes first, you can go ahead to do that. If it's for you to smoothing, so anything that works for you, just go with the flow basically. So I just click on makeup for contour. I don't use this icon that much, so I'll just see to use this. So I don't like when contour is too much actually. So I think for this contour this is okay. 38 is okay. If you want, probably you did your red lips and you want it to be very bold, you can just come here and see whichever one works for you. A burgundy, pink. So anyone feel like using, let me just use this one with these digits. So lashes, if you want your lashes to be very obvious, you can go ahead to use that. I didn't use it now, so just go away from here. If you want to use blush, you can add blush to your face. I do not really use all of this. So basically, once you are using this app, you can just play around it and be very, very familiar with what you are using. So I'm basically just showing you things I use, but if you want to add more, you can go ahead to add more things you want to use. So once I'm done with the contour and the lipstick, I'll just click on this mark side. Another thing I like to do is so for my brow bone area, I'll just come to paint, come closer. So I want this part to be very, very bright. So this is already, so I can pick this particular tone I want. Then do it for the other side. You can see how bright that area is looking like, so I'll just reduce it a bit so it's not too much. So for, if I want to whiten the liner I use, I'll just click on liner and pick on the color that I used. So let me use white first. So I'll just click on white, zoom it closer again, whitening these areas. So Because when you're doing this liner, you also want to be very, very careful and precise. So I'll just erase this part because the lashes is extending to that area. So you do the same thing for the other side. Okay, so I'll pick this color and I'll just use this on. So I'll put this on the waterlined areas. So I'll just reduce it. So I'll just put it in the other side as well. So I'll just keep on adjusting till I get the desired color I want to use. So I'll just leave it at 16. So we can see that our brow bone area is more cleaner. So let me just come to paint and tone that looks like my skin tone, and I would apply it to my neck areas as well. So I'll just reduce it. Remember, we don't want it to look too edited. So lastly, for the lash side, I'll come to details, zoom in. So that's all for basically what I would be doing on Facetune. Do not forget, just play around with the app. You will discover a lot of tools you can use to edit your pictures. So once you're done editing your pictures, you just basically click on this download icon here. So it loads your image and automatically save it to your photos or gallery. So yeah,
the last app we'll be using to edit our picture is the BeautyPlus. So on your home page, you click on this plus sign, then come to photo editing. Select the picture we want to use. So this is the picture we edited in our Facetune app. So basically on BeautyPlus, I do not do much editing. Yeah, these are the different tools you can use in editing your pictures on BeautyPlus. So the ones that we have is the pyramid shape up are the ones that you would need to pay for the ads. So I forgot to mention that as well. So for the Facetune, the ones where you see try are not free tools to use. You would have to pay for the app to use those particular editing tool. First tool I'll be using is makeup. So this is makeup. I'll click on it. Then what I do basically is apply blush. So this is for lipstick, this is for blush. We have different colors: red, pink, 01, orange, pink, 2, or nude. So the color I use most time is orange, so I'll click on orange. So like the first one as well, you can also adjust the intensity of the editing you've done. So you can reduce and increase. And by the right hand side, you can see before. This is after, before, after. So I'll bring it to 7 to okay. So I guess I'm okay with 70. Probably if you want to do contour, you can come ahead to use this. Sometimes I use this daily, depending on how I see how it turns out on the picture I'm trying to edit. So 41 is okay. So basically when you're editing, a little editing goes a long way. It doesn't really have to be too much. So if you want to add more volume to your lashes, your lower lash, you can use this as well. So I won't be using eyelashes. So this is for contacts. If you don't want the plain eyes, you can see there are different ones
you might need to turn on the internet to also download some of the tools there. Then for hair dye, we have different hair colors. Black, if you want your hair to be more black, you can use it, but I'm not gonna be using it. So basically what I use most time is just for blush when I come to makeup. So I just use the orange. Let me just bring it to 76, then I'll mark it. So now that I'm done with makeup, the next thing I would come and do is contour. So let me just zoom in so you get to see it. So this is before the contour, this is after, before, after. So if I'm increasing it, you can see before, after, before, after. So me increasing, you can see the nose is well contoured, but I don't like when my nose contouring is too dark, so I'll just stick to 40. Let me just put it at 50, so I'm okay with 50. So if you feel like probably want to do something and you need to add to it, you can go back. There's no crime in doing that. So the last thing I would be doing is editing. I'll come to edit, besides the retouch, click on it, then come to adjust. So basically what I do here is to adjust saturation, color temperature, highlight, brightness, shadow, clarity, and the like. So the first thing I will come to is saturation. Most times when I edit, I love to zoom in so I can see what I am actually doing. So for saturation, I would be giving it my thing. I don't like it when it's too saturated, so but I love to highlight as well, so I just take it down a little bit. So depending on how you love your pictures to look like is what you will do. I love to reduce my highlights. So if I'm actually posting to my personal page, I can use this. Or definitely people, this is looking too edited, so I would not increase it or reduce it to that level. I can stop at 22. This is before, after. For shadow, so you can see that for shadow is making the dark shades come out well. Our back surface as well come out. Darken it a bit, but I don't want mine to be as dark as that, so I would stop at 19. So this is before, after. You want to reduce color temperature, you can reduce or increase. This one is too much. I don't know if I want this. I think I'll just leave it at 0. I love how my picture is looking right now. Let me put it at -5. But I love how my picture. Let me give it to 0 here. So if you want it dark, you can use it. Fade, light, reduce, increase. Like I said earlier, just play around the tools and you would see what works for you. So now that I'm done with this, I'll just click on this mark sign here. Then lastly, I would blur my background. So most time I use soft focus, and you can see that it's as blurred our jewelry as well, the earrings. So I will just come to, so we have auto, we have manual. So I would come to manual, then click on eraser, then carefully erase areas where our earring. Okay, so I'll come back to blur and I will increase it. So I love when my background is blurry. Then click on mark. So this is before, this is after, before, after. So that's all. The last thing I'll just do is to save the image, and it saves to my gallery.
Thank you guys so much for watching. So that is how I edit my pictures. If you have any question or comment, leave it in the comment section below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see how I achieved this look and how I did this liner, click on this link below and go and watch it. Thank you guys so much once again, and I'll see you in that video. Bye.